If you want to see a fight break out, maybe somebody gets stabbed, lightly stabbed, you put like 5 lead trumpet players in a room and ask them what they should do to play lead trumpet, like how to practice and what, yeah. So it's a very, you know, there are a 1,000,001 ideas of what works for certain people, you know. Yes, there's like the fundamental block of just like being a brass player where that's just, you know, this is what you do to function on a brass instrument, right? But at some point, when you start to get into the extremes of the instrument, you're in an extreme where you're asking this instrument to do something it wasn't physically meant to do, right? So that in itself is abnormal. So at some point, your approach to functioning or playing the horn has to become somewhat abnormal, right? So we all have our different ways of addressing that abnormal, right? Because we're getting the air to spin at ridiculously fast speeds to actually get to these notes, right? And that's just to create the note. To send the note, that's a whole nother thing. So now we're talking about compression and all these different things, you know? But one thing that's from day one that's always stuck with me with Faddis was the fact that he's a huge proponent of soft practice in the upper register. Now this was something, I'm not even gonna, you know, I can be honest with it, it would go in one ear, not the other. Like he would tell me something, so this goes on for years. You know, I'd call him with it, my God, I just had this gig and it's horrible, like blah, 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 blah. Have you been practicing soft, Tanya? Have you been doing your soft long tones, you know? So I'm like, yeah, okay. I wrote up.